Shalawam, Shalawam. Alright, facing the east, man, let's get into it. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability, man. It's your brother Yahawah Kazak back out here with hopefully another edifying street preaching through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. Once again, those are the names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah equals He is, He exists. Yahawashi equals He saves, He delivers, He is salvation. And Rakakadash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. This is all in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kadash. Okay? Lashawan means tongue or language, and Kadash means holy. So the holy language, the holy tongue, right? Which we spoke before we spoke this English, before we spoke this Spanish. You know, and a lot of our people, they're not diligent. They don't care to research. They don't care to investigate the matter and really care about our customs, our culture, and who we are as a people. They just move on whatever vibration the white man gave you, and this job that you got, and all this type of stuff that you're moving on, and you think that this is it, this is life. You know, but this can't be life. Okay, that's what we understand. This simply can't be life, because this is torture, man. This is hell, right? And that's what it is down here. Bill after bill, paycheck to check, you know, paying for a mortgage, cars, all this stuff is trash. All right? At the end of the day, it's trash. So let's go to 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. You know, and you can see with all them, the fouls, right, coming out, all the wickedness that's being exposed, which you've been up on it, been bringing it out, been teaching it and preaching it, and letting you know that this devil was extremely wicked. But now he's telling you that he's extremely wicked. Right? And he's also saying what you're going to do about it, because you can't do nothing about it. You know, your faith, your trust should be in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We are secure because we trust and we put our faith in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right, the Father and the Son. We don't put our faith and trust in nothing else, because nothing else is going to redeem you or save you from up out of this place. Okay? So this is 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. Start at the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we measure the times diligently, and we're recognizing that this is the time frame where the Most High Yahawah, is visiting this place. Okay, he's operating, he's working, he's doing things through signs and wonders. You have a blood moon on March the 3rd. You have the planets that aligned last night, right? So he's showing you things in the heavens. This is how he communicates with us, through signs, wonders, dreams, right? Through his men, the prophets, okay? The Most High is not simply going to come down and talk to you. So anybody that's talking about they've spoken to God, God talked to them last night, that's not possible. Okay? He's not going to talk to you verbally, one-on-one. The only person he did that with was Moses. That's the only person he spoke to mouth to mouth. Right? Understanding that. So he's not going to do that with you. So these individuals talking about the Most High spoke to them last night and this and that. You know, if it wasn't through a dream, then it's a lie. You're lying. Okay? You don't have no landline to the Most High. You can't just call him up. Okay? So he's showing you through signs, through dreams, and through his men, the prophets. Where how does he talk through his men? By having them go here, having them go there and bring out these lessons. He shows them where to go, all right? And he relays the breakdowns to them via the Holy Spirit. So this is the operation. This is how he goes. He's not dealing with nobody directly in that sense of where he's coming down talking to you, all right? That's not happening, right? Now, verse 2 again. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're understanding via the spirit of prophecy, which is Yahawashi. We're recognizing everything that was told, everything that was spoke of of the prophets is taking place right now, and we're seeing it, we're witnessing it, and we have the capability to break it down and to relay it to the people that want to hear, that have an ear to hear, you know, and an eye to see. Okay, if you don't have that, then it's not going to be present with you. It's not going to resonate. You know, it's just going to fall on what they say, deaf ears. All right, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. You have all these different regimes being brought down, took down, you know, wars in the world. All right, the latest and greatest is Iran and U.S. Iran versus Israel, where it was reported that the supreme leader is took out, you know, and I gotta look into that more. You know, brothers may know. If you know, put it absolutely on the comment board. I just saw an article that it is possible, but I understand it be propaganda. That's what these Edomites be pushing sometimes. But it's probably true, you know. So, hey, and it's bound to happen. It was bound to happen because they're taking down these regimes. So these are the prophecies. Uproars of these people, protests, all right, fighting the government, sedition among men. These is what's happening. This is what's taking place, and this was prophesied to take place. Okay, because you have what Esau is trying to bring in, which is the so-called YT man. All right, you know, he is the devil. He is Satan. He is that red dragon. He is that old serpent. Okay, that's been plaguing us ever since the beginning of time. You know, so what he's trying to bring in is a new world order, new world religion, and new world banking system. Okay, well, that's actually that new world order consists of one world banking system, one world religion, and a one world government. Okay, so that's what he's trying to set up, so he can reign from that position. All right, so he wants to universe, you know, Catholicism in a sense, where it's universal. He wants everything to be universal, where everybody is under the same language, they're under the same power, they're under the same, you know, justice system or whatever it may be. And hey, that's gonna happen, but it's gonna be a true world order, as the brothers say, man. Okay, not no new world order, but a true world order under Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, that's what we understand. So the devil is trying his time. He's trying at this moment right now to bring in that, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna really transpire. He's gonna get his feet in the ground. You know, he's gonna get his feet wet. He's gonna set up digital ID. We got the CBDC. He got the digital currency and all of that. It's about to be flowing, you know, on the world stage with the crypto and all of that. Okay, we understand. Stable coin, you know, Trump coin, all this BS that they talking about, and they got the infrastructure already laid down for it. Okay, but that's not gonna stand. Your enterprise will not work out. Okay, as it states in Job 5 and 12. So this devil is gonna get to that point where he has the food on his plate and it's gonna be snatched from him, man. Because the day of Yahawah is upon him. Alright? This is what we're talking about, the day of the Lord, which is coming. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, Yahawah, spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this has already been in fruition. This has already been spoke about and wrote about from the beginning of time. Let's go to Genesis, because we understand that Yahawashi was already written about and spoke about to come and gather the people. This is Genesis 49 and 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah. So Judah is going to be what? That scepter means it's something that a king rules with. It's a ruling staff. So it's going to be what? With Judah. Judah is the head tribe, the ruling tribe. All right? You know, the top. If Judah does this, then everybody else going to do it. If Judah say fuck Esau, then the rest of the tribe's going to say fuck Esau. Okay? You know, you look at it with hip-hop, clothing, music, art, food, all this type of stuff, man. All right? Judah is the trendsetter, right? And everybody else follows. So they're the ruling. So we understand. Furthermore, Hebrews 7 and 14 states that the king, Yahawashi, our Lord, came out of Judah. So he has to come out of that tribe. So this is also speaking about him. nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. All right? That prince, that prince of peace, that's Yahawashi, right? So until he comes, when he comes, he's going to gather the people. This is why men are gathering in the spirit all over the planet. Okay? They're gathering under the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Because Yahawashi is supping with them, he's being intimate, and he's dealing with them via the Holy Spirit. Right? So the men are being gathered via Yahawashi, man. Right? And it's a beautiful thing to see that coming to pass. Okay? Let's go back to 2nd Esdras. And this is verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Once again, this story was already written. Okay? Like as all have a beginning and an end. The end is manifest. This end of this world, of this kingdom, of this wickedness that we've been living in from some time, man, is almost over. And you should really be in a sense of rejoicing, a spirit of rejoicing. Not a spirit of myrrh, where you're still partying and enjoying this world. Alright, where you're going, you're like Super Bowl time, NBA Finals, all of this, you know, holidays, you're doing all of that. All of this folly, all of this foolishness that this world promotes to you. Okay? But you should be in a sense that, hey, we are prisoners in a land, a strange land, and our king is coming back to ultimately rescue us. So you should be holding on to that thought that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is coming back to rescue us, right? You know, and keep that in your mindset. So the end of this wickedness is almost over. And then the opposite of wickedness is righteousness. We're going to move into a righteous kingdom where the true rulers, the true judges of the planet will rule. They will be set up and they will rule, and that is us. Now, our people don't have a ruling class mentality due to long-term slavery, you know, and other things, and the spirit in general. So they can't visualize themselves in that ruling position. They can't visualize themselves having a caravan, you know, and all different type of servants following them, right? Horses, donkeys, cows, all this type of stuff. They can't visualize that, right? Mansions, acres of land, planets, you know. Hey, what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has prepared for us is far greater than anything we can comprehend, you know. That's what we got to understand. But you got to first get out of that Stockholm syndrome. You got to first get out of that, I'm just a nigga from Alabama, or I'm just a nigga from Mississippi. You got to get out of that mindset, man. Okay? Hey, my families we were, you know, we were sharecroppers, and then, you know, that's all I'm ever be, right? We are rulers. We are judges. This is our inheritance to rule the universe. But, you know, that's something hard for Jake to comprehend at this point in time. All right? But, hey, that's what's going to happen. Believe it or not, accept it or not. All right? If you an Israelite, that's your inheritance, man. You know? Keeping it going, verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. As we stated, blood moon coming on the 3rd, right? Planets was aligned last night. You know, blood moon last year around the Pesach time period. You know, you had eclipses. You know, you have these things that happen. These are signs and wonders. You had 2 eclipses. As we know, their path marked an X upon America, Babylon, right? So that's something to keep in mind, man. That the Most High has already marked this place out. Now, he has aligned and arranged the planets for an appointed time where these eclipses were happening at an appointed time. He set it up to be like that, right? So he's showing you, if you can understand and comprehend what's going on in the sky, he's showing you that America is marked out. All right, it's about time for her to go. It's about time for her to go kaboom, man. You know, like them old Batman cartoons where they have on the thing, them action sound. Yeah, she's going kaboom, pow, wham. All right, that's what's going to happen to America, man. So it's about over for her, you know. And once again, you should be rejoicing. You shouldn't be thinking about, Oh man, they gonna blow up the Staples Center. They gonna blow up Kobe's statue. They gonna blow, like, yo, these idols that you worship, you gotta leave all that shit behind, man. My Laker collection that I've been collecting for 2 decades. Oh no, like, no. You shouldn't be trying to save any of this. You can't take any of this with you. You know, your car that you done put all this money in to fix up. You know, you got an old Impala, you done built it up, it's shiny, it got hydraulics in it. Yeah, you can't take it with you, man. Okay? What can you take with you, man? This spirit, that's it. It belongs to the Most High. It's going back to him. And Yahawah, you know, you did what you were supposed to do, and you get placed in an everlasting body. You don't get placed in a regular body and sent into the lake of fire. So stop thinking and worrying about these carnal things. To be carnal is enmity against the Most High. You're against him, right? You got to be a spiritual man. You got to be worrying about the spiritual. You got to be building up your treasures in heaven. Our conversation is in heaven, as it states in Philippians, the 3rd chapter, you know, around verse 20. So we're speaking spiritually. We're talking, we're praying, we're asking for these type of things, right? And being a spiritual man comes with much patience, all right? Waiting on things. Because once you pray about something, it doesn't just happen ASAP automatically, right? Hey, Yahawah may come over time and he may bring that to you. You know, you got to endure. This is part of enduring. Those that endure unto the end shall be saved. Okay? Hey, Shalawam. Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. Shalawam, huh? Okay? So let's keep it going. It's the 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 7. And it reads, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby you have believed. Okay, so by what? By works and by faith. So, hey, you got faith, you believe in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, great. You know the names, great. You telling people the names, okay, great. You know, and that can count as a work, okay? But you got to be consistent with it. If you step on the field and you begin to plant seeds, okay, and you just leave those seeds there, they're not going to germination, okay? For seeds to have germination, you got to what? You got to water those seeds, okay? I just started planting my garden. You know, it's February. I planted some corn, some peas, some tomatoes, yeah, et cetera, right? But what I'm doing now is I got to wake up a little bit earlier, and I got to go out and water my seeds every morning, and sometimes I water them at night, right? Because they need that nutrients so that they'll grow and they'll grow strong, you know? So you can't start the plow, start working in the field, and forget the seeds, you know, or they're not going to grow. They're gonna, and they might grow, but they won't be as strong. They're gonna wither and die. And then you won't have no harvest. You won't have no food. And you'll be looking at, well, I don't got no food in the middle of the summer because you didn't take the job serious when you was plowing and planting the seeds. So this job is extremely important. So anybody that puts their feet to the plow, you got to understand that oath is made spiritually, okay? Now you're obligated because you stepped out there one time, you're obligated, you know? That's how, like, if you playing basketball, you scored 20, hey, you the scorer now. You obligated to go out there and put up a similar, you know, game. You know? You got a position to play. So don't try to play a position one time and be like, nah, you know? Keeping it going. So by faith and by works. It's not just by faith. But this is what a wacky-tacky Christian would tell you. Oh, it's just by grace, etc. Yeah, we saved by grace. All right, most definitely. So in that grace, you've been given a leeway. You've been given mercy and compassion, all right, from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Where, hey, you sin, you go off, you're not automatically put to death. That's what grace is talking about. You got a grace period. Let's say you got a mortgage, you got a rent, you got a car payment. You don't pay that payment on time. You have a grace period to pay that payment before it dings your credit. So you have a grace period, all right? So you can't do everything perfectly. We understand that, you know, and that's what Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is relaying to us. We have been given grace through Yahawashi going upon that cross, all right? So Hey, but still you supposed to be what? Perfect. And that means a complete man towards Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Having your mind. So it's not making excuses every time. Oh, I can't do it today. I can't. But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi judges your inward. So he knows if you can do it or not. So if you lying or whatever, hey, that right there that's gonna be between you and him, man. You know? Because he judges your inward. He knows what the situation really is. And right there is something you gotta live with. Hey, if it's the truth, then it's the truth. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, he got you. You know? He's gonna protect you, he's gonna make it so. But if it's a lie and you lying to yourself, then that could become a habit. And you don't want to live in that. You don't want to stay in that. That's what an Edomite does constantly. They lie to themselves. You know, they out here talking about Jesus Christ, when it done came out so many times, that's not his name. It done came out so many times, the letter J was created in 1524. But they still want to lie through the truth. The truth is perpetual. It continues, it's ongoing. A lie is exposed eventually, once it brought out, right? Look at Trump now. His name is all over them files. So the fact that he continued to lie about him not knowing Epstein, when the evidence came out about him being a close friend to Epstein, so that lie that he was telling is done. It's exposed. And the truth that he knew Epstein is perpetual, it's continuous, it's ongoing. You can't lie over the truth. The truth is gonna shine brighter every time, man. You know? And that right there should boost your faith that the truth is gonna prevail. Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14. I loosely quote, and it's man's whole duty to fear Yahawah, right? And keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. And then everything done in the dark shall come to the light. Basically, every good deed, every deed, whether evil or good, right, will be brought out. So that's that truth that's gonna shine at the end of everything, right? And you gotta stand with that. If you did what you were supposed to do, let's say you ain't get the credit or whatever, okay, so what? You did what you were supposed to do. In the eyes of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, he saw it. So keep that in mind. You know, let's keep it going. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Now, who is that talking about? It's talking about the elect, the remnant. Okay? That's what it's talking about. Those men and those women, okay, which would be those men, their wives, their daughters, etc., maybe friends, etc., that believed in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? Because everybody is not supposed to be in that prophet's position. Everybody is not supposed to be in that pastor or that teacher's position. Everybody's not going to have that position. You know, some individuals they're going to do alms, they're going to do medicine, herbs, etc., etc. We all got different gifts. We all got different types of ministry. You know, you have, look at Asaph. He was a minister of music. All right, so he made a lot of psalms. King David was an all around. He did the psalms, he war, he was a prophet, he did everything, you know. So you gotta really, once you find your gift in this thing, be proud of that. All right, that's your gift. That's what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gave you. He gave us our personalities. He gave us how we think, the things that we love, the things that we desire, these type of things. He made us special and unique. We have salt, we have flavor, you know. So we're not the same, but we're in this body joined together under this doctrine and this understanding. But at the time, it's a beautiful thing that brothers is so unique and so special, man. Right? That's a beautiful thing to see other brothers that are like-minded, because you're gonna learn so much, you're gonna take in so much, and you're gonna grow far better than you would grow by yourself. Right? Most definitely. Okay? Verse 9. Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. You have abused the ways of the Most High. He's given you cars, houses, families, and you haven't prayed to him. You haven't cared to know his name. You know, you haven't came and listened to his men. You really don't know what's going on in the earth at this point in time. You're just moving on in your life, complacent. And you're watching WW3 take place. All right, DJT, the president of peace, he's brought much war. Okay? So you watching this guy drive your nation into death. And you know that the Lord is about to come back. All right? Because WW3 is in the Bible. It's prophesied in the Bible to happen. America is prophesied to be what? To be destroyed. And under Trump, this is going to happen, man. All right? The Russians, the Chinese, they about tired of his shit. Ultimately, they gonna send nukes over here to this place. That's what's gonna ultimately come, and that will be the end of Babylon. All right? What did she push? She pushed harlotry. She pushed wickedness, LGBTQ, all this fake food, right? You know, hey, these people at the light, man, they shook. But that's the truth. You gotta realize the truth is that the Lord's will is to destroy this place. All right? That's the Lord's will. He's not with America. He's not for America. But so ask yourself this question. When you vote for these baby-eating presidents, when you vote for these blood-sucking presidents, okay, is the Most High with that? Is he aligned with that? All right? What is Trump? He's God's president. Hey, that's what he say out his own mouth. Is the Most High with that? No. In the law, it says you don't supposed to put yourself under no strange king. No stranger is supposed to rule over you. Okay? You got examples of Daniel. Okay, look at Daniel. The law was put out that you don't pray to nobody else but Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel still prayed to Yahawah. Alright? It's having that spirit of, hey, I gotta die for this, I gotta go through this. Hey, nah, I'm not about to stop worshiping my power. My power is stronger than a man. So if this man puts a decree that we gotta worship him, I'm not following that decree. I'm still gonna worship my power. And my power is stronger than that man, so therefore my power will protect me from that man and his foolish decree. That's the same thing with the chip. Understanding that. So when they make it mandatory, you got to get the chip just to go to Stater Brothers, Walmart, whatever it be. All right? Are you going to align with the chip and that transhumanism, nanobots? Okay? It's the same thing with the jabby jab, man. A lot of you people showed y'all didn't have no faith. I got to keep my job. I got to keep my job. Hey, what about the Most High? He's not going to protect you through that? How much stuff did he get you through before? You act like he took a day off that time. In 2020, I guess God wasn't working though. That's how y'all was acting and reacting. You're just reacting. Esau wants to get you in a reactive state where you're just making hasty decisions. Oh man, I gotta do this. I gotta get the chip, man. You know, this is how people are. It's the same how you do rats in a maze, man. Okay? They put the cheese over here, you start clawing at the cheese when they might put another piece of food over here, but you never gonna go over there and check because all you can do is smell the cheese. But over here, it's an easier way, and that's what it is with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We have comfortability. We have security with this truth. We have understanding, man. All right? We're not in a hasty spirit trying to get that cheese, trying to claw through the wall. No. In those times of individuals getting the chip and all of that, famine, pestilence, guess what? He gonna feed us. Isaiah 65, okay, and 13. He tells us he's gonna feed us. Psalms 55 and 22. He tells us he's gonna sustain us. He's gonna take care of us. He didn't give us the truth just for us to die of starvation, man. All right? You gotta really have that faith, man. Okay, let's keep it going. Second Esdras 9 and 10. And it reads, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Your fancy cars, your nice houses, your jobs, your promotions, all these nice things that you have in your house. All these nice things that you've been privileged to get. You got the latest iPhone. Hey, that shit got hella radiation, just to tell you right now. Okay, it's killing you. But hey, they don't care. But you got the latest iPhone, you got the latest Android, you got this, you got that, you got that new iPad, you got all this stuff. You receive benefits, but you have never known the Most High. So at this point, you're what? You're worshiping the creature over the Creator. Especially you BBL type bitches. You BBL, I saw BBL the other day. I was like, ugh, what in the world is going on with Jake? Eve, man, be Evites, you know? But you worshiping your body more than anything. You like, oh, how can I make this body better? You don't even want to work out, do squats, do sit-ups, walk. God forbid that you get up off your couch with your fat ass and walk, you know? But you just want to go to Miami. What is his name? Dr. Miami. Or you want to go to Brazil, or you want to go to Mexico or whatever, and you want to get that operation because you got some money and you got your taxes. So you about to go get a BBL. All right? You obsessed with your body, man. You never knew the Most High. Ain't no BBL bitch about to be no Isaiah 4:1. I stand on that. Okay? Yeah, but Yahawah can make it happen. Okay, Salaki. But I don't foresee it. Okay, because you was so much in the world. You was so much in the world, man. You know, Yahawah is showing that he don't want you. He's really showing that he don't want you. You rarely see an individual that's in Islam turn and lead that and come into this truth. You rarely see it. Yahawah puts a delusion on these individuals to lead them down that way, to lead them down that path. Where he's saying that he doesn't want you because of your incredulity, your unbelief. Faith is a gift. And if he haven't given you that gift in the beginning of time, you don't have it. You just don't have it, man. All right? You can't go to the store and buy faith. You can't Amazon faith to your door. You can't Amazon Prime faith, man. Okay? You can go to the Baptist college down here. They're not going to give you faith. Okay? It's not gonna happen, man. Verse 11, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised me. By despising the Most High's men, by despising Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's men, you despise him. By hating hearing the word come out, they reading the Bible again. Oh, he gonna try to preach to me. Oh, yeah. You despise the Most High. Why don't you want to hear the Father's word? What's so wrong? What did he ever say that was wrong? Okay, this is life. This is the light in a dark room. This is that truth. But it's something in your spirit. These heathens, man, it's something in their spirit where they just hate the Most High. They can't even say it, but it shows through their actions that they hate Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because they hate his messengers. That's what we are. We're reporters. We're broadcasters. We're messengers. All right? A prophet standing in the gap, in the leeway, relaying. We're not saying nothing new. We're reading out of the scriptures and we're bringing it to you. And you got a choice to receive it or not receive it. It makes no difference to us. The message was delivered. Hey, can you sign for this? Thank you, I'm gone. You don't got to pick up the package or not. You can leave the package on the front porch and I can deliver another package and I see the package there. I don't care if you picked it up or not. Okay? The message was delivered. You signed for it. I'm on my merry way. We did our job. Ezekiel 33 states that. The blood is off of our hands. You heard it. You had an opportunity to get right, but you despised it. Right? Verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. And normally, after death, you would go what? Let's get Ecclesiastes. Normally after death, you would go to the spirit world. That's where you would go. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. And it reads, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto power who gave it. Now, right there, what does that mean? the dust, the body, the physical. Okay? That right there is going to return to the earth. Adam was made of dust, clay, came out of the ground. And then a spirit was put in him, a soul. So that soul is going to return to the Most High. And that dust, this body, is going to return to the ground. You know, it's going to, what's the word? Disintegrate. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, the water. All right, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So it's going to disintegrate. It's going to deteriorate, right? It's going to break into pieces, you know, over time. Okay? And that starts to happen over 4 days, right? As you can see with Lazarus, where they said, Yahawashi said, remove the stone. And I believe, what's her name? I think it was Mary. One of them, you know, but the lady, she said, no, he's going to stink. Okay? Because it had been more than 3 days, because the body was going to deteriorate on the 4th day, right? This is why with Yahawashi, he came out before that 4th day, okay? Because his body didn't deteriorate, so it didn't stink or nothing like that, all right? So, this body, you should not, going back to the point of you should not be obsessed with this body. This body ain't you. You are your spirit. That's what you are. That spirit goes back to the Most High, you know, and as we know, it returns every 3 to 4th generation. We have done many breakdowns on that. You know, it's brothers that went into it so many times. All right, regeneration, reincarnation. Yahawashi told you out of his own mouth that John the Baptist is Elijah. Okay? He's that same soul returned back in another body, another vessel. So that same soul of Elijah the prophet is back in John the Baptist. And we understand that that same soul is Abba Bibbins, who returned once again to make way for Yahawashi. Okay? So you get regenerated or reincarnated to another body. It's not in the form of how these witches do, where they take a body and they get the hair of the person, they get the clothes of the person, and they do I reincarnate. No, it's not like that. Okay, it's in a righteous sense. Reincarnation, regeneration. Okay? So with that understanding, right? This body, you shouldn't be loving it like that. Now you got an obligation to take care of it. And let's get that in 1 Corinthians 3:16. And it reads, know ye not that ye are the temple of power, and that the spirit of power dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of power, him shall power destroy. For the temple of power is holy, which temple ye are. So you're defiling the temple by what? Eating abominations, pork, lobster, crab, shrimp, shellfish, okay? Getting all these damn tattoos, all right? Them girls with them bull nose rings. Alright, you doing stuff that where, hey, you can get the earrings and the nose ring, but not the through the nose. That's a heathen custom. That's a heathen practice, right? So you're defiling the temple in these type of ways. You're not treating it the proper way, in the correct way. Alright, doing these moe activities. You don't supposed to have a man in. Hey, look at them fouls, okay? Doing all this wickedness that these heathens do, all right? Going back to Canaanite practices. What is it? Obius acts? Nah, I probably said it wrong. But these wicked ways that these individuals take on, that you learn in these Hollywood parties and these rituals, you know, these type of things, man. Yo. That nigga did that on purpose. Little bitch ass nigga. Alright, anyway. These ways, these things that you hear about, your favorite celebrity, like a Denzel, like a Morgan Freeman, like a Samuel L. Jackson, these individuals, your favorite rapper, like a T.I., alright, like a Kendrick Lamar, like a J. Cole, okay? These individuals are getting popped in these parties, and you know what I mean. So they're defiling the temple for a bag, for money, okay? For you to continue You look at certain rappers that came and disappeared. They wasn't with the bullshit, right? They came, they was brought to a room, and they said, this is what it is. This is what you need to do to make it to the next level. And they said, nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But then you got some rappers that you see that continuously get hit singles, hit singles, hit singles. Like the Lil Waynes, the Drakes. They walked in the room and they was like, okay, I'm with this. They was with all of it. They was with all of the freaky shit. Okay? The same with the basketball players. Alright? LeBron is the freakiest of them all. Alright, D-Wade, because it jumps to their kids too. Look at what D-Wade did to his son. Look at what Shaq did to his son. Okay? So these individuals, they carry on and they keep these rituals going on, man. Alright, so let's keep it going. You should not defile this body. You should not defile this temple. Okay? Hey, Shalawam to my brother Kawama War. Hey, Yahawashi, Barak. And I'm gonna get these precepts that the brother Yasharahla dropped. Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. Come. And that's also talking about the day of Yahawah, the day of the Lord, when we will be what? Yahawah, we be of that number. We will be beamed up. Okay? Beam me up, Yahawashi. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Beam me up, Scotty. Yo, beam me up, Yahawashi. So we're gonna be beamed up, in a sense, in two chariots, man. A mothership. Alright, if you can't understand that, you can't comprehend, it's not for you. But the so-called UFOs, UAPs, USOs, they got unidentified sea objects, or what is it, submersible objects. They got UFOs coming up out of the sea, you know? So, hey, that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, the strangeness of our salvation. That's how we gonna be pulled up out of there, and that's what Revelations 18:4 is talking about. Us leaving this place. Now, even before that, okay, what? You should Acts 3:19, repent and convert. Now, with that being said, you're coming out of her in a spiritual sense. You're changing your ways. You're changing your customs and your culture from a Greek or Roman custom, from Greek and Roman culture to Israelite culture, back to your inheritance, the ways, your true feast days, your true practices. No more paganism, all right? No more simpism, no more buying your girl a dozen roses on Valentine's Day just for her to trip the next day, you know what I'm saying? No more of that, okay? Now, it's for you to become a man, actually, all right? And then when you become a man, hey, if she's a real woman, she's gonna move in the vibration. She's gonna respect that. And she's, you know, because one thing Lil Wayne said, all these just looking for a daddy. They just, authority. Women respect authority, man. All right? If you're not a real man, she gonna step over you, walk over you, do everything to you, man. All right? That simp shit, you will see no simps of our nation in the kingdom. That ain't gonna, nah. Every man is gonna be a man. Back. What was it? Return of the man. Return of the Mac. Alright? We're gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? And the elect men, okay? Yahawah, we be of that. The hopeful elect men, we already back in that sense. We ain't tolerating the bullshit with these women, man. These Evites. Alright? Yeah, it ain't nothing to cut them. Hey, let's keep it going. Okay? Oh, let's get that 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power have remembered her iniquities. Hey, Amos 9, let me get that. Right? So, Babylon is the talk of the town. Everybody in the heavens is talking about Babylon at this point in time. Alright? And they wondering when Yahawah is about to do it. They like, oh, he about to send Yahawashi any day now. Any day. But we need that chip. Alright? We need Jacob's trouble to intensify. We in it, right? But they got to intensify. It's got to get to a heightened level. You know, they got to come at Southern Kingdom incredibly harder than what they coming. Yeah, they coming at the Haitians here and there, but they got to come at the Slaki. They got to come at Benjamin and Judah more. They got to come at us all. They got these FEMA camps, these alligator Alcatrazes. They got plenty more than what they showing you, okay? So they gotta utilize all these facilities that they have on deck. So it's like Esau is building his master plan, all right? He's got the CBDC infrastructure, that's all laid out. Digital ID, digital currency, that's all laid out. But he also has this prison system where he's gonna imprison the prophets. He's gonna try to imprison all the Israelites, you know? So he's got that infrastructure, and hey, you can look up FEMA camps. They've been around since the 70s, 80s, man. And they've been manned. Nobody's in the prisons, but they've been manned, all right? Just waiting, funded, okay? So this is Amos 9 and 8, and it reads, behold, the eyes of Yahawah power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. That's this place, this sinful kingdom. America being the capital of all that. This is a sense of Basra, right? This is a sense, because that was the capital of ancient Edom. You know, so America is that head place, that chief of the Edomites right now at that sense of where everything is happening at. But the head tribe is Amalek. And that's the small hats over there in, you know, our land. Okay, the Holy Land, the true Holy Land. So the whole nation, the whole kingdom of Edom, which includes these individuals that's ruling in France, the French, that's in Spain, the Spanish, all right, the Dutch, individuals in the Netherlands, okay, the British, those individuals in the UK, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, Russia, all of them. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Russia is against America, but they both Edomites. It's a house divided. Okay, they fighting in their own house. So it's bound to fall, right? So this whole kingdom, this whole rulership is about to come and collapse. Yahawah has his eye upon it all, because they are the head people at this point in time. Job 9 and 24. Who's ruling the earth? Who is making all the decisions? Who put the chemtrails in the sky? Well, look at that shit. I mean, hey. Well, I don't see no evidence. I mean, I see it all around me. Okay? Who's giving you your jobs? Who's firing you? Who's the first? Who's the first to be fired and the first? Who's the last to be hired and the first to be fired? That's Jake. So who's at the bottom and who's at the top? You know, this is really it's a order of elimination, man. The people at the top are the so-called Edomite, the so-called white men, which is the Edomites. You know, and Yahawah has his eyes upon their kingdom. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. All right, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we know when we're about to come into rulership, because we are Jacob, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, when we're about to come into rulership, Esau has to be ruling. So they have to pass us that. And it really ain't no pass, because the saints shall take the kingdom. All right, and we shall possess it forever and ever. So we taking this. You know, y'all getting this snatched. Y'all the end of the world. The end of this kingdom is with y'all. The end of any heathens ever ruling, ever telling us what to do, ever, is right here, man, with these Edomites and their wicked kingdom. All right? So behold, the eyes of Yahawah power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahawah. Now, if God loves everybody, why is he destroying this kingdom from off the face of the earth? If he loves them, do you destroy people that you love? Right? You don't love everybody. He's not dealing with everybody. 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, starting around 53, tells you that. All right? Isaiah 40:15 going down tells you that. He looks at these nations as a drop from a bucket. You know, so it's not considered. It has no, it's not relevant. It's irrelevant. You know, it's insignificant. How many words we gotta bring out? It's a needle in a haystack, man. I'm not looking for that. So he does not care about these other nations. He does not care, man. He showed what? He showed Jacob his precepts. He showed Jacob his laws, commandments, and statutes. He's dealt with us. He said he hasn't dealt with any other nation. Keeping it going, verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel. Now to sift is to pull out. It's like you going through and you picking out the best. You picking out what you want. When you go to a store, you sifting through the store. Yeah, you're not gonna buy everything in the store. You might like this shirt, you might like these shoes, you might like these pants. You know, you're not about to buy everything up in there. So you sifting. He's looking for the best. He's making a selection. Most High Yahawah is choosing. He has a favorite plant. He has a favorite animal. He has a favorite nation. Okay? He has favorites. Alright? For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as a corn is sifted in a sheaf, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people. So he's pulling out the best of his people from all over the planet. That's why he's got to, if we was all in one place, he wouldn't have to sift. We would all be in one place. But he's got to sift us because we were scattered, according to Deuteronomy 28:68, among the nations. Deuteronomy 28:63, 64 as well, right? We were scattered, all right? So he's collecting us. And you can line it up with Matthew 24:29 through 31, right? Yahawashi is going to send his angels to go to the four winds, the four corners of the earth, and to gather up his elect. Okay? So, verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. That sword could be in the form, and the main form is going to be the ICBM missiles. You know? And we're going to get that later on in Jeremiah 51. But it could be in the form of pestilence, because Esau kills a lot of Jake through pharmaceuticals, through medicine, which they claim is to heal you or treat you, you know, never to cure you, all right? But he's actually killing you with it. Tylenol, Advil damages your liver. You may not know it right now or feel it right now, but 5 years down the line, okay, you're going to have liver damage, kidney damage, all these type of stuff that you're feeling and you're dealing with because of the way that you was living, the lifestyle that you carried. All right, the deeds that's going back to don't defile your temple. So when you take something from the damn devil, you need to research it. All right, why the devil telling you, oh yeah, take this right here. You can take 2 of these a day, but don't eat no grapefruit with it. Why can't I eat grapefruit, doctor? Oh, because the shit'll kill you. Okay, come on, man. If it's on a level where you can't eat something that's naturally good for you, I don't think you should be taking it. Alright? You should heal yourself naturally. You acting like the Most High ain't put stuff down here for you to heal yourself with. You not trusting in him. It goes back to faith, man. You just don't got no faith in what the Most High set out. That's why you keep seeking to that devil. Alright? This devil he ain't never cared about you. He didn't care about your mama, your grandmother, your he didn't care about none of us, man. He used to have your ass in chains, and you think he cares about you now. He don't care about you, and he will never care about you. Amos 1:11, he has a perpetual hatred towards you. That's ongoing. His purpose was created to be the wicked. Psalm 17:13. All right, Proverbs 16:4. Okay, he has a purpose to be the wicked. It ain't no off switch on that bitch. He's always the wicked. He's forever gonna be the wicked. It's not a day on this earth where Esau is not the wicked. Every single one of them. All right, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So these swords come in different avenues, different forms. Pestilence, sickness. Hey, the COVID, right? They was using that to get rid of millions. And they gonna come back around with whatever they want to call it, but they coming back with something stronger and something that lasts longer. Trust and believe me. Alright? You know, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has already spoke of it. Yahawashi told us that it's gonna be much pestilence on the earth. It's gonna be much sickness on the earth. Plagues. Didn't he plague Egypt with much sickness, darkness? He destroyed their crops, their land, all of this. He's gonna do the same thing. Alright, this place is gonna feel the plagues. Who's gonna be protected in those days? Those that call upon Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Nobody else. It ain't no other exempt. That the Y in Ezekiel 9 and 6, that right there, that mark is an exemption from these judgments and these plagues. The same way that it lines up in Book of Revelations, where you are exempt from that second death. You don't have to feel that fire, you know? So you better pray and hope and do right by Yahawah, not by what your fucking pastor say. Your pork chop eating bad ass pastor, he ain't doing right by the Lord. All right? Do right by this book. Do right by what it say in the Bible, man. If a brother is not teaching you what it say in this Bible, if he's teaching contrary, he's going against it, then that ain't doing right by the word. All right? You don't trust in man. You don't trust in flesh. You trust in what it say in this word. If an individual is speaking what it say in this word, then, hey, we can rock. You know what I'm saying? The evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. The same way in Jeremiah 14, where these prophets, they so-called prophets, but they not telling you that sword and famine and pestilence and all this is about to come to this place. How are you a prophet, but you're not telling me what's about to happen? Everything that we be saying happens. All right? We've been telling y'all about ICE, DHS, Border Patrol. All right? Alligator, Alcatraz, FEMA camps, all this type of stuff. But when it starts happening, you're like, well, oh yeah. Come on, man. We told you he was the devil. Wait, what? But you still fuck with him. Well, he ain't the devil on Thursday. Nah, he the devil every day. All right? Hey, that's a lesson. Let me remember that. Yahawah. He the devil every day. Okay, Jeremiah 14 and 13. Then said I, Yahawah power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. That's not the will of the Most High. Any individual that's standing up preaching that nonsense, that's not the will of the Most High. He's not aligned with Babylon. He's not rocking with this place. He's not, as it says in Amos, the 5th chapter, he don't care about the feast days that you got. He don't care about your melodies. Those melodies from heaven. He don't care about that shit. All this stuff that y'all singing, yo Kurt Franklins, yo Donnie McKirkins, all these individuals, bro, they don't know Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright? So he's not listening to this foolishness that they talking about. Alright? Hey, Salakia, let me check the comment board. Hey, Shalawam to my brother Yahawah, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. And Shalawam to JK. Hey, Shalawam, bro, good to see you. And Shalawam to my brother Yasharahla. Let me get that brother a wrench. That brother been heavy in the lives lately. Shalawam, Shalawam. I've been seeing you and the brother Shabai, man. Y'all been going in down there in Atlanta. Good to see that, man. Alright. John 16 and 2. They shall put you out of the synagogues, yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth power service. Exactly. That's in the mindset of these Christians, man. Alright? They looking at us because we're prophesying and speaking on the downfall and the collapse of America. They say we evil. And hey, elders tell us many times they gonna poster, plaster our faces up on the walls, on bulletin boards and all of this. Alright, YouTube page is gonna get took down. Okay? It's coming. You know, brothers already be getting shadow banned and all of that. So we understand that right now it's a digital persecution, and that digital persecution is going to turn into a physical persecution. Okay? Time of Acts, once again. Paul, Peter, Yahawashi, all the apostles had to go through that. Right? So we have to go through a similar you know, condition, a similar position of it. Okay? But that's what comes with the battle. Those that suffer with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know, we got to be persecuted in a similar manner. We don't got to go through everything that he went through. Every brother is not going to be martyred. I believe, you know, speaking as a man, more brothers will not be martyred than brothers that will be martyred. All right, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is with us, man. Okay? But some brothers may have to go through that a lot. It may be their position. But we understand through 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16, right? Hey, you die in Hamashiach, you coming right back. Okay? You coming right back. The dead shall rise first. Alright? So that right there is something that you keep in your mindset, regardless of what you're going through. You know? And look at it plenty of times. When Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi rescued our men, rescued us from these predicaments where your death was scheduled tomorrow, but an angel came in the middle of the night, opened the cell. These is type things that will happen. Alright? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, what is he gonna do? Isaiah 59 and 19. He's gonna lift that standard, raise that standard. Spiritual powers is given to brothers. Angels is gonna manifest and work with us. Alright, and lead us to places. Okay? Just how we follow the chariot coming out of Egypt. Similar predicament. He'll lead you, a chariot might lead you to a damn doomsday prepper. And you ain't ate in like 2 or 3 days. And now you just got an abundance of food. You and all those women that was cleaving unto you. Those Isaiah 4 and 1. Okay? Like, I'm gonna get with you. You'll be preaching the word. I'm gonna get with you, you know, because I know I'm in a desperate situation. And I know my man done died in the WW3. Okay, I don't got nothing out here. But for real. So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna provide a way for you to provide for them. That's what also comes in that mindset. Right? Verse 3. And these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father, nor me. So anybody that's persecuting you, that can't get it, that hate it, that it doesn't resonate, they don't know Yahawah and they don't know Yahawashi. So therefore they will never receive you because they don't know who sent you. They don't honor who sent you. They don't care. You say you come in the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they like, who that? Who? Who? Yahoo? That's how they feeling. Okay? Because they don't honor. All they know is Jesus Christ, cheese and rice. That's all they know. If you say you came in that name, then they'll listen to you. You know? But hey, that's what it is. It's not for them to get it. It's not for them. It doesn't resonate with them. Their radio ain't on the same frequency. So when I'm checking in, hey, copy 1, 2, they never getting the message. Okay, let's keep it going. Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then the kingdom stand? Exactly. So they're fighting amongst each other. A house divided, right? Split down the middle. Therefore, it's easier to take down. And this is also what Yahawashi said. If that house is divided, let's get that. Bind that man. This is Matthew 12. And I'll start, it's more of that. I'll start at 27. And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of Yahawah, then the kingdom of power is come unto you. And this is what the Pharisees, Sadducees, you know, these individuals denied. Yahawashi was doing all these different type of miracles. As it stated, if everything that he did was written down, the world could not contain the books. That's how we know you couldn't contain what he did. Alright, that's how many books is that? You know? That's why, hey, you just gotta know, man. What he showed us, what was written down and what we got is enough. Okay? Because you got these individuals like, well, we need the book of Enoch, we need Joshua, no, you don't. Okay? Those are pseudo-pigraphical books. What you have in the KJV 1611, those 80 books, that is enough. And even on that point, you don't even read and study all of that, but you want more. That's that I need more spirit, man. You compiled about this and that and this. You trying to be a brainiac. I read 200 books, but you ain't got no knowledge. That's the same thing of these college degrees. You got a degree after degree after degree, but you have no knowledge. You have no Holy Spirit. You don't got the truth. You don't got the breakdowns. You don't got the understanding. So read all you want. Nigga, live at the library. But you don't got it. And that's what we seeing, man. Alright? Or else, verse 29, or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, his determination was to gather the nations and have them fight against one another, and then he's going to come and destroy them. They have been bonded in a spiritual sense because Yahawah has placed a spirit on these nations to rise up against one another, right? He's placed a spirit on them. This is why Russia is in that spirit. This is why Iran is in that spirit. North Korea is in that spirit, okay? Trump came in that spirit. That Edomite, that proud ass spirit. He's more stout than his fellows, you know? And he's coming in that I don't give a fuck, where Revelation 17 and 16 is gonna take place because he's pissing the world off. You aligning with the asshole of the world, which is the Amalekites. Okay? Those small hats, those tiny tops, man. You aligning with them and thinking you're gonna be cool with everybody else. These dudes are global criminals. They are literally wanted in certain nations. Certain nations, they can't fly over. They gotta fly around because they're wanted. They have warrants out for their arrest. Look that up. Israel has warrants out for their arrest in certain countries. A lot of countries. So these are global criminals. And you align yourself with them. Okay? So Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has bind this strong man, this kingdom, all right, and it's about to be took down. It's time for it to fall. And he's gonna bring, as a great big brother, he's gonna what? He's gonna set his brothers up, right? He's in a position of power. Now he's coming back to set his brothers up, man. Think about that. He died for his brothers. That's the greatest thing, to lay down your life for a brother, right? And now he's coming back to set his brothers up, right? Your pastor don't move with that compassion. He's setting himself up. He got the Benz, you got the Corolla, right? He got the houses, the multiple churches. You barely could pay your rent. We seen it. We've been through it. We've seen it. This is your black church, okay? This is what it is. It's an illusion of friendship. It's an illusion of love. When he's nothing more than a pimp in a shiny suit. It's actually called the shiny suit theory. Just because he showed up in that shiny suit, it's giving you that comfortability when he's a snake. Just like his father, the devil. All right, let's hit some more on that comment board. Jeremiah 28:9. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known. But that Yahawah has truly sent him. Exactly. Look at Moses. When Korah, Dathan, and Abram was rising up against Moses, and it was like, hey, Yahawah told Moses, hey, get your people, get away from them. I'm gonna open up the floor. I'm gonna open up the ground. Okay? If this don't happen, then Moses is a liar. He ain't who I'm dealing with. If this happened, y'all gonna know. That's the mindset of our people today. Y'all like, okay, let's find out. You don't want to find out by ICBM missiles, man. If we really with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. What you want to do is make sure you living correctly according to the Bible, where the Bible states not to commit adultery. It states to love thy neighbor. It states the way to eat, right? Things you can eat, things you shouldn't eat. You want to live correctly, all right, to the best of your ability. And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi knows what you can keep and what you can't keep. Ain't nobody out here telling you to keep all 613 laws. That's impossible. You got to have spiritual powers to do that, man, as the elders stated yesterday, right? So do to the best of your ability. Now that doesn't mean you make excuses and you go off just because and you repent and be like, no. All right, that's not to the best of your ability. Okay, so you do to the best of your ability. All right, and that right there is that's what grace is about. Okay, so by things that's happening in the world, things that brothers have brought out, spoke on, you should be able to tell, hey, them brothers was talking about this. Them brothers said it was gonna get bad in America. They said it was gonna get bad all over the world. They came out of the scriptures. They came out of Matthew 24 is popping off the pages. They brought it out, right? So you should know, hey man, that might be the real ones. That might be the men. All right? These individuals that's out here talking about brotherhood over breakdowns. They out here talking about we gonna be here another 1,000 years. What else that I said? Gentiles can be saved. All this bullshit. Okay? Well, the scriptures prove you to be a liar. The scriptures don't line up with you. So therefore, the things that you say, the Most High is not co-signing. So it's not lining up. So therefore, hey, 1 + 1 does not equal 144,000 with you. Okay? It's off. Your math, the math ain't mathing, man. The math is mathing for you to be a false prophet because what you say does not line up with the prophecy. Right? So that's what we see. It just take a little bit of discernment. That's all it takes. Discernment. Right? Hey, he said this. All right, what scripture? Okay, that's all it takes. Let's keep it going. 1 Corinthians 4:9. I'm going to get a little bit more off that, then I'm going to get back. All right, for I think that power have set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Yeah, ye are honorable, but we are despised. Okay? We're weak and strong at the same time. We don't got no military. We don't have factories and stuff like that. We don't got all that. We don't got no economy. All right? We don't have our own nation. We have no representation in the UN. Okay? We don't have all of that. All right? We out here, the just shall live by faith. And we living by faith. Okay? And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is getting us through. Trust and believe that, man. He's taking care of us. Right? So, that being said, we weak, but we the strongest and the wisest men on this planet. We are the richest men on this planet. Because what? We building up our treasures in heaven. Okay? Our conversation is in heaven, as we stated earlier. So, it don't matter. Let them have, I call this, they in their temporary salvation. Okay? They enjoying it. Let them enjoy it. Go ahead. Enjoy your shit. Hey, do what you gotta do, man. Like Elder Malcolm would say, man, go do a line of coke, do all of this, enjoy it, Esau. Devil, be a devil. Right? Do that. Shit, hey, it's your kingdom. It's your world, I'm just living in it. It's your world, your kingdom, I'm just living in it. That's what it is. Alright? And scriptures say don't covet thy neighbor, and also don't be covetous of the heathen. So we not mad at the Lamborghinis and the private jets and the mansions and the private islands. No, that's what you got. Guess what? When we get what we got coming for us, what you had was just a crumb, baby boy. That was nothing compared to what we about to get. Nothing. And then ours is forever. So your temporary salvation, your temporary kingdom is nothing. It's not real. It's not real food. The women ain't real. You got our women being fake as hell, artificial. Alright? I'm gonna let this pass and take a sip. And it's a sad thing to see how people fall in this kingdom, but it's set up. Hey, it's 2/3 for a reason. You know, our people gotta fall for a reason. But they come back, man, in their right mind. They our brothers, they our sisters. And they gonna be our children. The way that we understand. Okay? Reincarnation, regeneration. Alright, they're gonna come back through the loins of 144,000 men or 1/3 man. That's how they're gonna return. Because pertaining to Isaiah 45 and 17, all of Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. Going from there, going to Zechariah 13, 8 and 9, right, where we understand 2/3 of the people have to be destroyed in the land, right? So 2/3 of our people, of our nation, have to be destroyed, right? But all of Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. So that includes them. So two-thirds have to go through that fire, that destruction, all right, and be thrown into that lake of fire, and feel that the same shall feel it by pain at the death, you know, as we read in 2nd Esdras 9 and 12, right? It's 12 or 13, I think it's 12, right? So they gotta feel it. That's what we understand. But if they're gonna be saved with an everlasting salvation, that means they can't walk into the kingdom. They're gonna have to be born into the kingdom. And that right there is why reincarnation, regeneration is a major component of this truth. Because you would understand they will be regenerated and reincarnated. You gotta leave behind Greek mythology, man. Okay? Where you go to Hades, alright, and you burn for an eternity. Yeah, you've been watching too many Hercules and Xena movies. Okay? You know, that's what it is. It's all it is Greek mythology. We're not Greeks. We're not Romans. We don't do their customs and their cultures. So leave that mess behind. We are Hebrew Israelites. All right? We serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and this is our book. If it don't say it in the book, then it's not real. Okay? Hell, when David speaks of hell, when Jonah speaks of hell, that's a mental condition. It's a condition. Right now, we going through hell. We're being plagued. Shoot, bills on top of bills. Working, right? It's actually against it's bad for your health. And Salaki on my rant, it's bad for your health to get up before like 9 and work. You know, in the sense of slavery like that. Alright, but the way the YT man got it set up is like, you're not supposed to wake up and straight go to work. You're supposed to wake up and chill, relax, you know, maybe work out. Alright, then you go to work later on. Alright, but Baruch 3 and 8, we are subject to payments. So we subject to pay bills. We subject to work under these damn devils, man. And this is our last captivity. Like I said, this is the last time any heathen will ever tell us what to do. Ever again. Alright, let me get some more on that. Verse 11, 1 Corinthians 4 and 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. At this point in time, man. So, going back to the point of verse 10, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. We out here, you got thousands of cars passing over a 2-hour span, and nobody stopping. They listening from the car when they rolling down their windows and all of that, you know. But they looking at us like we foolish. That's how they look at us all over the planet. Look at them fools. What they doing? Because what we doing is, once again, spiritual. They want that automatic, payout right now. Let me see the check now. You talking about kingdom, you talking about servants, you talking about chariots, you talking about thousands of kids, you talking about all that. Where is it at right now? They want it now. That temporary salvation. That hasty spirit will align you with taking a chip because you want it now. You can't wait it out. You don't have enough patience to wait it out, to endure. That's where it go back to. You got to endure. You got to wait it out. Good things come in time. And we waiting on the greatest thing, which is to be back in the presence of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. to be up out of this sinful flesh. All right? To be in the presence, man. His presence. All right? Let me see. What else y'all brothers got? Oh, man. Y'all brothers lighting it up. Let me scroll down. From the brother Yahawah. Proverbs 29:5. A man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. We speak sincere. We speak the truth. We speak real. We not here to sugarcoat it, buttercup it, whatever, man. I'm not here to tell you a lie, because a lie ultimately is going to be revealed. So I'm going to give you the truth, regardless if you want to hear it or not. You know, and I would hope that a brother would give me the same. It's all about accountability. All right? That's what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gives us consistently, man. All right? So, hey, we giving Esau that too. We rebuking his ass, but he can't take it. A wicked man can't take rebuke, and he could never repent. And we understand that. So you may say in your mind, well, what's the part, what's the reason, what's the point of rebuking Esau? What's the point of, because we letting our people, we waking up our people and letting them know, hey, this is the correct way, this is the right way. This is the devil. Don't follow him. Follow Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, get right, and wait for the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man, for us to get up out of here. Wait. Alright? We stomping down this place. We letting you know what's going to take place, regardless if you want to hear it or not. Let's go to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 3 and 4. Matter of fact, let's go back to 2. Let's go to 2. This is Ezekiel 2 and 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. Alright, they're slow and they're stubborn, they're stiff-hearted. That's a J. They don't want to listen. You tell them over and over and over, but they don't care. They can't take heed. They don't consider. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox know his owner, the ass know his crib, but Israel does not consider who they belong to. You don't consider that you belong to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Therefore, you align yourself with the beast, with the YT man, with his ways, his customs, his practices. You out here doing Valentine's Day. What else they got going on? All this bullshit, man. You know, that's going on. All these holidays, all these folly days. So you're forgetting, and really you're casting off and rejecting your inheritance, which is promised to you, nobody else. It's promised to you, regardless if you want it or not, Jake. You gonna get that inheritance. You gotta go through it the easy way or the hard way. Alright? And he spake unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are very impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yahawah power. Thus saith Yahawah power. That's how we coming. We not coming in our name. We not coming in the elders of Great Millstone name. No. We give double honors because that's where this truth flowing down from. But who gave them this truth? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Alright? So we coming in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that name. It says baptized in the name of Yahawah, alright, Yahawashi, and the Rakakadash. That's in Matthew 28 and 19. Okay? So ain't no man worship. But what we see in these other camps, to be honest, man, it's a lot of man worship. We see a lot of you individuals, man, hey, y'all will bow down and kiss Bishop Nate's feet, man. Y'all basically doing it. So we see that. Or General Yohana, you know, these individuals, man. Okay? Y'all are bowing down it. Y'all will bow down and kiss these individuals like they are Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? It's a difference between giving double honors and worshiping. Okay? So you got to know that difference, man. Verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Going back to that Jeremiah 28:9, right? You gonna know eventually that it was a prophet in your midst, regardless if you wanted to hear or forbear. You receive the message or not. It does not matter to us. Once again, we those delivery men signed for this. You signed for it. We put the package down. We leave it. Regardless if you want to pick up the package, take it in the house or not. Hey, scriptures say, let no man take thy crown. Somebody come through and take your package, that's your fault. All right? I'm working out my own salvation, not yours. You know? Let me get some more of these precepts. Lamentations 4:21 in the NLT. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of Yahawah's anger. You too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness. Con, off this wine, this foolishness that they're taking part in. Alright? So you Edomites, alright, and you people that align with them. You align with a false prophet, you align with the devil, you get the same punishment. Because you was eating and drinking with them. You join hand in hand with the wicked. The wicked love blood, death, murder, adultery, all of that. And you align with that. Association breeds similarity. Okay? So, what Denzel say? Oh, yeah, I was at the parties, but I didn't stay late. Nigga, you stayed late. Alright? You can see the feminist in him. Watch his interviews. You can see how these niggas is gay, man. Alright? That's how they be moving. Okay? You can see the feminine ways in a lot of these celebrities and these rappers, man. Okay? Verse 22. Oh, beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end you. Your punishment will end, Salakia. You will soon return from exile. But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. Exactly. So our rulership is coming. The white man's rulership is ending. Right? Hey, 2nd Ezra 6:9 hits that perfectly. Okay? So, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So understanding that our punishment is over. Man, a brother did a lesson. I watched it too. I can't remember who did it, but he did a lesson based upon our punishment is over. I watched it this week. I cannot remember Salaki. But, hey, our punishment is over, man. Okay, this is it. We got to go through this Jacob's trouble, and that's it. We've been given this gift, this truth. We standing upon our feet. Revelations, the 11th chapter. We back on it. So, we what? The truth shall make you free. We have been made free by Yahawashi quickening us. By Yahawah drawing us. John 6:44. He drew us. He brought us to this. And he allowed Yahawashi to sup with us, to be intimate with us, and to give us this truth. To give us this living water which is flowing out of our bellies. Right? So, we almost out of this punishment, man. Yeah, you about to get your nose out of the corner of the wall, man. Okay? And you never gonna go into punishment again. What I say earlier, this is the last time a heathen will tell us shit. Alright? Boy, in the kingdom, if a heathen want to tell you, better raise his fucking hand. For real, for real. And you better stand there, nigga. Stand there. Raise your hand. Keep your shit up high. Keep your shit up high. If you want to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they did us. Every single heathen nation. That's how they did us, man. Alright? That's how they did us. Yeah. Keeping it going. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Exactly. Hey, quoted that earlier. Alright, so let them have all this. Let them have all this. That's nice. It's not really nice. It's foolishness. Your water contaminated, it's polluted. Like I was stating earlier. Your women is fake, artificial. Your women want to look like our women. They want the BBLs. They want lip injections. They want breast enhancements. They want tans. They want to look darker. Your women want to look like our women in your kingdom. And furthermore, your women flow into us in your kingdom. That's embarrassment, man. That's high level embarrassment. All right? They lucky I don't like white women, boy, because man, lucky. Your women want us. Hey, I'm about to end it up though, man. What we at? We at 130. Proverbs 24:1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. Because what are they getting it? They're getting it from greedy gain. The stuff that they gaining, you look at a DRUG dealer, everything that he's gained it off of witchcraft by dealing drugs. That's not something to it's not honorable. He's gained it off of destroying people's lives. Esau has gained stuff off of Micah 2 and 1 and 2, off of robbing people. Everything the white man has gained, he's gained because he's went around, raped, steal, killed, and murdered everybody. That's why he's so powerful in this world, man. Because he put sickness everywhere. Malaria, smallpox. Don't forget about the Trail of Tears. He gave them blankets with sickness on it, man. You devils gonna have to face all the shit that y'all did. And I don't care if you sit there and say, that wasn't me, that was my ancestor. No, that was your ass. Once you understand reincarnation, regeneration, that was your ass. All right? Once again, ain't no such thing as a righteous Edomite. Okay? All of them are wicked. All of them. I don't care if you grew up with him, and you know, and as long as his blood is Edom, he was wicked. But that's my best friend. Hey, if he your best friend, y'all cool like that, he most likely Jake. He most likely Jake. Proverbs 23:17. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahawah all the day long. Wait upon your reward. Wait upon what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has in store for you. What he has in store for you is far greater than what he has in store for the heathens. Once again, what is this? It's temporary salvation. That's what they in. A temporary kingdom. That's what they basking in right now. That's bro, we got far more than what they got right now. And this is what should be running through your mind when that C-hip is mandatory. Alright, when all this stuff is taking place. Okay? You seeing your family members, they on that CBDC, and they taking their chips, you know, and all of that. It is what it is. Alright? We gonna trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Watch how the tables turn. When they get that boil, Revelation 16 and what's that, 2 or 3? Alright? They gonna get that pus, that grievous sore, okay, that cancer, you know, they gonna get all that, and we gonna be good. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna be feeding us via birds bringing food, chariots leading us to food, alright, shoot, whatever, however he wants to do it. He is going to feed us. He said he was, so he will. That's all I need, because his word is bond. He ain't never lied. He doesn't lie. He is not like man where he lies, man. Alright, let's keep it going. A Shalawam to my brother and do it all. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Barak. Jeremiah 3:14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahawah, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Everybody ain't gonna make it. Hey, bro, big mama that cooked the nice collard greens, she might not make it. Okay? The sweet potato pie is always on point, but her doctrine ain't on point. She still calling on Jesus. Okay? You understand? So she may not make it. Alright? Your pops that love the NFL, NBA, but he don't never want to listen to what you saying about, you know, he may not make it. Alright? And that's not up to you. Yahawah could bring him at the end. He could change his mind. Oh man, my son was right. Oh man, yo, hey, what's the name? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, boom, boom, boom. Okay? But you can't have that empathy, sympathy spirit of trying to save everybody, because that's gonna be a bigger headache for you. It's gonna put more stress on you, man. You know? Recently, man, I got up off the social medias, and I'm telling you, bro, I ain't got no stress. I'm chilling. I'm back in the garden. I got my garden. I'm outside. I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I got more free time. You know, I do my 2 lessons a day. I do my little DoorDash, and I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi made a way. So separate from toxicity. Separate from issues and problems. If something is messing you up, like it's messing with your spirit, step away from it. That go for social media. That go for, hey, these women. You know, you let's say you beginning to deal with a chick, and you just realize, hey, the red flags is jumping. She just ain't gonna get it. Hey, don't invest. Alright? The stock is plummeting, so I wouldn't invest. A woman is an investment. That's something that you putting time and money into. You gotta train that up, right? You don't want to invest into a woman and you can tell she's not about to get it. You know? And really, don't be telling a woman the truth like that. Right? That's not her position. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it going. Hey, Shalawam to good dog, boy. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak. Alright, man. Let's get some more on this Ezekiel, and I'll wrap it up. And the water for all the precepts, Ahtham. This is verse 6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou doest dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. We standing in confidence, knowing that angels encamp around about us. Alright, that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is with us. So that right there. You know, I ain't never see myself speaking out like that, preaching. No, never saw it. Never saw it. Most of the brothers probably never saw it. But it's the spirit. You know, I'm quiet, laid back. You know, off the. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking too much. I ain't got much to say, right? But when it's about the word, hey, let's go. And that's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So the spirit gives you that confidence. It's your niche. It's what you're invested in the most. Hey, you talk about this, you talk about that, okay. But when we talk about this, let's talk about it. I love to talk about it. You know? Because this is where we occupy in our time. Occupy yourself in prophecies. Occupy yourself in this word. This is your true job. As Elder Apostle Gabar brings out a lot. This is your occupation, man. Be occupied in this. This is the only thing that matters. You occupy in this more than your woman, more than your kids, more than video games, more than your job. Your job ain't gonna save you. Bro, you might get fired next week. Damn Edomite don't care about you, man. Okay? But you invested all that time in that job. You thought that job was, that job, they don't care about you at the job site, bro. Alright? You invest all your time in this. You know, you do what you do. You do a good job at the job. Alright? But ultimately, we know that shit is done. These places is done. You know? And we can't wait. So the day of Yahawah, man, is on its way. Alright? Hey, to summarize it, to wrap it up, watchmen, you know, keep your eyes on most definitely what's going over there in Iran. Alright, it's popping off. Also, the CBDC Fed Now, right, which was really implemented back in 2022. Okay, but that was the infrastructure. Now it's about to be fully set up, alright, this summer. You know, so that's gonna be massive. This digital system is about to explode. It's about to jump heavy. Okay, cash is gonna be done away with. The dollar is dead. So the American president, the American government, they trying to move away from the dollar because it's dead. So digital currency and all of that, that's what it's gonna be, man. All right. Hey, Shalawam. How you doing?
I believe I'm from Jacob. Like I see a Jacob. Would that be Judah? Or what would it be?
Jacob. That's the matriarch. So you got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob is our forefather. He had 4 wives. Well, he had 2 wives and 2 concubines. Now this is where all the tribes would come from those 4 women. So what's your father?
He Negro.
Negro. So yeah, you would most likely be of Judah. You know. So that's the head tribe. That's
also Jacob is just the father of these nations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, so what does it mean to be a seed of Jacob? Just
seed of Jacob. So Jacob's name was later changed to Israel, right? So, and it means Yasharahla, which means Yah meaning he, Shah meaning prince, and Allah meaning power. So he prince of the power, which basically he's a son of God. Right. So those coming from his loins are the sons of God. So the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those are the sons of God. And that's what we were in the beginning with Noah, Seth, you know what I'm saying? That lineage, those are the sons of God. So that's who the Most High is dealing with. This nation of people. He's not dealing with like the Japanese, the Chinese.
They're Moabites, right?
Hey, okay, you know that? Yeah, the Chinese is the Moabites, Japanese is Ammonites. Right? So the Most High is only dealing with us as a people. He's gonna save us.
Hey, I heard Edomites come to our colors too, right? They got the same mindset.
Like Tia and Tamara. They Edomites. They father is an Edomite.
What do you mean by that?
They father's a white man.
Oh, for real?
Tia and Tamara. Yeah, look up Tia and Tamara's father.
Tia and Tamara. All right. Wait, so all right. So someone that looks like us, that is saying like, can they be an Edomite?
Yeah. Like Tia and Tamara, yeah.
But not just because they have white people in their family, just because they have the mindset of it. You know how
it's about
sometimes white people they don't like their own people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some Uncle Ruckus type. Would that be
they could be like that.
It
goes back to blood. The father, numbers 1 and 2.
Because they was twins. They was twins, right?
Yeah.
Esau was black.
Nah, Esau was red. That's in Genesis 25.
Oh, red all those like Jerry man.
Yeah, okay. You know that. So he was red. So he came out, and Esau in the Hebrew that's Ashashwa, which means to waste away. So you can see his blood through his skin. You know how a white person, they get mad, they blush, they red, they turn red. You can see their blood through their skin. So that's what, and he wastes away. Like you look at a black man that's in his 50s and a white man that's in his 50s. A white man gonna be wrinkly, crackled, all of that, right? A black man, he gonna still look with some youth. Yeah. But in the terms of, it's not a skin color thing, because you can have somebody like Justin Timberlake, that's an Israelite. He's a Jake, right? Somebody like Mariah Carey, that's an Israelite.
What is it, Jake? Yeah.
Jake, we just call it Jake. It's short for Jacob. You know, so it's an Israelite. Yeah, you got it. Oh, nah. I know what you're talking about.
But so you're saying, I was just thinking like that.
Okay, the soul. We got the spirit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like,
and then if you go into his lineage, I gotta go into it, but I know he a Jake just off of his voice, off of he can dance and all of that. He got the spirit of an Israelite. That's Romans. Let me get that for you. The spirit bears witness. This is Romans 8 and 16. The spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of power. So Justin Timberlake, even though he may be, he look like a YT man, which he really don't, but he got that salt, he got that flavor. Like Larry Bird. Okay? If you go into him, his lineage is Native American. So he would be the tribe of Gad. Alright? Now he looks like a white man, but brother can ball, brother can trash talk. He balling on every Jake, every so-called black man in the league. So he got that spirit. The spirit ain't gonna be with no white man. You know what I'm saying?
Spirit, you're talking about like the Holy Spirit?
Yeah, the Holy Spirit, yeah. And really just
Having flavor.
that salt, that
Yeah,
flavor.
salt
There
of
you
the
go,
earth,
that
salt
salt.
of the
We
earth.
salt of the earth.
Yeah,
Now,
I
if the
know
salt has lost its savor, right? So that goes into like what you said earlier with an individual being like an Uncle Ruckus, where he's an Israelite, but he lost his flavor. He like a Colin Powell, or you know, a person that just you black, but you want to fit in with the white people so damn much. You know what I'm saying? So you lost your flavor.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's a good distinction. Like, okay, what time do you think we're in right now?
We in the end time.
Like,
Like it's about to be over.
it's nothing new. It's really nothing new. Huh?
What's coming is our king. So our father's name is Yahawah. That's in the Hebrew. That means he is, he exists. Because he told Moses, he said what? I am. That's from his perspective. So from our perspective, it would be he is, he exists. Yah once again meaning he, and then Hawa meaning to be or to exist. So Yahawah, the father's name is the father's name is Yahawah, and then the son's name is Yahawashi. Alright, and that means he saves, he delivers, he is salvation. So, you know, that name is flowing all over the planet right now. So we in the end time. We see the WW3 about to pop off.
Oh yeah.
Alright, earthquakes, volcanoes, all this type of stuff. Uproars of the people, all over the planet. All this type of stuff is popping off. You know, so we in that time where, hey, you know, people better get right, because you seem like you read a little bit, you know, America is going to be destroyed. America's going to be destroyed.
Pretty soon.
Well, you know anything about the MOTB?
No.
So the mark of the beast, that's like,
Oh, that's the mark of Cain.
nah.
Cain?
Mark of Cain is
killing your brother to getting acquired.
the mark of Cain is where they took his pigment, his melanin basically. Alright, so that would be the first black man basically. So Esau had the mark of Cain, basically, where he wasn't born black. He was born.
He didn't get the birthright, right?
Yeah, he sold his birthright off.
Yeah.
But he would have the mark of Cain because he would be red. You know, nobody else on the planet would look like him at that point in time. Everybody would have been dark-skinned, melanated. The Chinese would have been melanated.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody would have been dark.
Mexicans and all that.
Yeah, Mexicans, they Israelites.
Mexicans were originally Afro.
Like, they Israelites. They Issachar.
Oh,
Yeah, they Issachar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But the mark of the beast is like, it's an RFID where, you know, like, thing that you scan at the grocery store, like it's that. It's like that whole system. That's everything's aligned on. Now they're gonna try to put a chip in your right hand or your forehead or wherever on your body, pretty much, to align you to a certain system, to a digital system. And that's what they're gonna be pushing all over this planet. That's the mark of the beast. Whoever takes it can't repent, pretty much aligned with Satan, pretty much dead.
Oh yeah, you can't draw contracts with
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
So it's a wrap when somebody takes that. So that's how we know, because you're saying, you know, it's pretty much over. When that comes, and that's mandatory, then America is set to be destroyed, done. All right. As soon as that comes, then us as people, we can be, you know, Yahawah will come and get us, basically. If we live right and correctly, he'll come and get us, because the prophecies have been fulfilled. So WW3 will be going on at that point in time. Now you see what happened with over there in Iran. You see anything about that?
Yeah.
Like they attacked them and all of that, and they attacking back, they fighting. So it's all gonna take place where Russia and China all get involved, and you know, nukes are gonna get launched over here.
Yeah,
From Russia and China.
Oh, you see Israel did Iran?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
America funded that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, like, this Trump, I thought he was trying to help us out now. Because you know he ain't was food and water in the wilderness, nigga. So he's trying to backtrack. He's trying to,
Yeah. Nah, so yeah, we in the end times, and it was really in the end times ever since Yahawashi went up on the cross. Right? So it's just that's the end times when he went up there and did what he did, then everything was set to happen. So the end time that was 2,000 years ago, but we in the end of the end right now. So then to be honest, like we ain't got that long. Like you can see everything taking place, and that chip, that MOTV, that right there that's gonna mark it. That's gonna let you know.
Bro, I wonder what it's going like. How they gonna get everybody in on it though? Like they gonna have military on every corner. Like it's gonna be like a third world country.
All right. So think about this: when the jab came,
Oh shit! Yeah.
what was people doing?
Lockdown.
I gotta keep my job. I gotta keep my job. They went and got the juicy juice. People didn't think about it. That shit wasn't even tested or nothing. They was just, I gotta get my job. So that's how people gonna be. That was the test run. So this time, they're gonna make it where it's mandatory. If you don't get this, you can't buy nothing. You can't pay your bills.
Yeah.
So people like, I gotta keep my car, I gotta keep my house. So everybody is gonna be getting it. That's how they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it mandatory. But the people, hey, you serve and trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He gonna feed you, he gonna protect you, he gonna take care of you in those times. Because you're not aligning with the devil. That's his system. So he's coming with this massive system. It's gonna be, let me get a scripture, it's gonna be all over the world. That's called the hour of temptation.
Oh yeah. You know about the hour off field?
Say again?
The hour of off field? Like the hour of temptation or just great darkness is coming on the earth.
Yeah.
It's an increasing knowledge, but it's like a lot of people are subscribed to like duality, like Yasharahla, like shit like that. That shit is on the rise right now, and they're not really speaking the true message of that.
That's in Isaiah 19 and 4 or 5. It says they shall seek to people that do divination, witchcraft, all of these type of things. So this is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So those that trust and believe in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, he's going to keep you from taking that mark. So he's going to put a spirit upon you where you won't take it. And he's going to take care of you in those times.
Yeah. It's just like, because you're walking with him in the wilderness, just like Moses. It's like, Moses, he just had to hold up his authority. Like, God's like, why are you asking me? Like, God's like telling us, like, why are you asking him? He gave us the power. Just hold up his staff.
I mean, with the when you put up the rod and the serpent? Yeah, that signified, and that's in John 3 and 14, that signified Yahawashi. Everybody that looked upon that rod, they got cured from the snake bites. So everybody that looks upon Yahawashi, that seek him, they're gonna be protected. That's the same sense.
Hey, you be out here?
I come out here Sundays at 2 o'clock.
Alright. Have you heard the prophecy of the branch?
Nah, what's that?
The branch. Okay, so you know how David couldn't build the temple because he had blood on his
hand. Yeah.
You know how his son Solomon, he built the temple, like, I think Solomon, he was named like the Lord of Righteousness or something like that. Like he was like the name of the Lord of Righteousness. And it was an end time prophecy of like how when the branch, when it stands up, it's gonna be like just the birthing of Jacob. Because Esau is the end of the world. Because the end of the world is coming because this system is not made for like the souls of Jacob, like the smooth man that dwells in his tent. You don't need to go outside, hunt, like be on the field. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? About Jacob and his whole, like the different characteristics.
You got a scripture like pertaining to it?
Oh yeah, Jacob is the end of the world.
That's 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
Yeah. Or Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the
beginning of the following. Yeah.
So niggas that are like Esau mindset, they're good at hunting. They got guns, military, all this other stuff. In a carnal sense to kill and steal.
Yeah, they blessed with the sword.
Yeah. that's what God blessed him with. But God blessed Jacob with just being the spiritual man, just being a man that understands stuff.
So Jacob got the blessing to rule over his brother, to be at the top. So you know that blessing is coming back. Well, as you read, 2 Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of that following. That world also signifies like a kingdom, a rulership. So Esau, that's letting me know who's going to be ruling in the end times. So who's ruling right now? Who's ruling the planet?
Oh, Esau.
Esau.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Esau
Yeah,
ruling the
Esau.
planet right now.
Yeah.
All right, he's controlling everything. You know, you see these chemtrails. He's spraying.
Yeah.
He's everything, manipulating the food, all of that. Right. So he's in that rulership, and he's about to fall, and we're about to take over. You know what I'm saying? So our king, as you know, you read. So Yahawashi is not coming to bring peace, but he's coming to bring
A sword.
a sword. Yeah, kind. So he's about to come back. He's going to take all the crowns off these kingdoms. All right, he's going to be Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Right? And as it says in Revelation 1 and 6, he's going to make his men kings and priests. So in the kingdom, he's going to set us up. We're going to be ruling, under him.
Yeah.
So it's every Israelite man will rule. We'll have rulership and be a priest. We'll all be in our right mind. You'll have an everlasting body where you'll live forever. You'll never die. That's why it's an everlasting kingdom.
Yeah, that's why a lot of nations don't like our people. Sometimes it's because we don't follow our God. Sometimes we are the most rebellious, but at the same time, He gave us the workmanship to do His work. So the workman worthy of His hire, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Shalawam, bro. Yaramya.
Say it again.
Yaramya.
Yaramya?
Yeah.
That's to be
Out here every Sunday at 2.
All right, man, I got you.
What's your name?
Javon.
Javon?
Yeah.
Got you.
You doing your thing.
You too, man. Be safe. Alright, man. Hey, we gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Brother had a good spirit on him. We in the last days of the last days. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Let me get one more precept, then we're gonna get up out of here. It's from the brother Kawam. This is Matthew 5 and 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men. Exactly. Alright. So, hey, you got Israelites, you got Jakes. Like these Jakes making all this wicked music. Right? It's got flavor, it's got salt in it, but it ain't up to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So don't be out here manipulating this truth. You got Jakes that know the names, but they out here making merchandise. Alright, they selling, they using the word and they using the names for profit. Alright? And they using it incorrectly. And not the correct way. Alright? You know what I'm saying? So Yahawah eventually take the spirit away from those men. He'll take the name away from those men. And we see that taking place with the Mr. Demon Hakah. Right? Dude ain't even calling on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi no more. He's just calling on Yah. These individuals is through, man. They done. All these false prophets, man. Alright, they gonna die gruesome, cruel, violent deaths. Believe that. So hey, with that being said, pray this was an edifying street preaching. I'm gonna turn to the east. I'm gonna get up out of here and give it all praise to Bahasham. Double honors as always to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us his truth. Shalawam to the Lord faithful elect, as always, Kwam Yasharahla and a Bible ball. Alright. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi destroyed this bitch yesterday. If you can't see the light, living in darkness, man. Shalawam.